Hello, the game has started. It's my opponent to go first. He started with a bingo. I've got the cue. I can play Caddy, Cade and Chi through the eye of Gherkin. And I think I will. The cue is a bad tile to keep on your rack. But do I play off AD as well? I'm tempted just to play Chi because header is quite a nice 6-letter set. Well, not great. Picking the Y from the bag, solitary tile. The Y and the H don't go that well together in bingos, but they do go well together in small words, so I should be able to score well, get rid of both of them and leave a decent rack leave. A play of HEY would achieve that. I did begin this game without my microphone, which is why we joined the action a little way in. Well, one move in. 22 for my opponent. And he has provided a YH spot with yeah, et and high. But let me consider if I do have a bingo. I don't think I have a 7 with this rack. What about the T? That looks quite useful. Well, I can't see a bingo with that. The I doesn't look so great. Although I do have Hydri E, which would score quite well. What about the M? Again, that looks like it goes well with this rack, but I'm not seeing anything. The G, I've got the AGE ending. K, N, R. Okay, I'm not seeing anything. Let me just see what Hydri E scores. That's 36, leaving just an E. That's 30. I'm going with this play. Only 6 points difference, and this is a pretty good 4-letter rack leave. Not a great rack. No 7 here, and no scoring tiles. I need to consider the floaters. Can't see anything with the M. I get the feeling that there probably is an 8 with this rack, but I'm not sure what it is. However, nothing with the M that I can see. Nothing with the G or the H. Or any of the other floaters. Now I've got a U for going after Q, so I could play Quag, getting rid of the tiles I've just picked up. What else is available? A couple of 2-letter sets to consider. Can't see anything. I've got guard on my rack with AE. Can't think of any guard words which that works with. Unless guardage is good. I don't think it is. Wow, it is good. So I have a bingo down from the G of Gherkin. I will have that word in my card box. It's a word I will have studied, but it really hasn't registered. I wouldn't have played it without having the check function available. Wow, my opponent is on fire. Another bingo for him. But I can come back with one of my own, and it's good to play it in the opposite part of the board, because what that means is that the whole board is open, and I need it to be open because even after this bingo, I will be a bingo behind. So guardage for 74. Horrendous. UVWWB. Absolutely horrendous. The last thing you want to see when you're 70 points behind. However, 55 tiles still in the bag. 52 points for my opponent. So I'm now 130 points behind, and I've only been playing for 2 minutes. Is there anything I can do in row O? Not sure that there is. I'm thinking about changing here. It'll take me several moves to sort this wreck out. Ah, well, no, I shan't change. I'll play Bevue instead. 38 points, that is better than changing. And that's quite a kind pickup. I have Wayward. Let me just check this is good. Yep, so astonishingly, after last rack's horror show where I contemplated changing, I didn't change, and I'm now sitting with a bingo. I don't think it plays anywhere. But I do have a bingo. And I doubt that this makes an 8. But I've got War, Wet and Ahi in column 3 for a decent score. Can't see anything beginning with the E of Guardage. The QU spot still available, with 2 U's unseen or unplayed. I'm 90 points behind with my opponent on turn, but it's an open board. And certainly if I could get Wayward down, it would be a lot closer. Just looking around to make sure I haven't overlooked a spot. Yeah, it takes nothing in front. And Timbrel only takes an S after it. So what if War is blocked? And War isn't that great. It keeps... Wow, another bingo by my opponent. That is his 3rd bingo of the game. He's 160 points ahead. And he's not provided anywhere for Wayward. So I'm a massive underdog now. I was looking at War. 36 points is a good score. Rackley pretty ropey, given how many of the floaters on the board are vowels. A of Sankey, OE of Stuccoed, A and D of Guardage. So can I do something better? I would like to play off both W's. W is not a bingo-y tile, but can I play off both W's and a vowel? Wawa is good, but I've only got 1A. Well, what I could do is Wawad. £34 points, keeping just 2 vowels. I don't think that's a better Rackley than the previous one. 15 minutes on my clock. Do I have any OWA words? Nope. I'm going with War. Oh, what about just sticking an E on the end for 2 more points? The E is usually pretty useful, but not when it's part of a vowel preponderance and when there are floating E's on the board. I'm going with War. I draw the X, which is good. I'm so far behind, I probably need an X score plus a bingo to catch up. I have Exodoi. Wow, I have Exodoi in row O for a big score. That's exactly what I was looking for. And there are plenty of scoring spots around the board, so that may well stay available. But what if it's taken? I have Exodoi in column 13 for almost nothing. What about a play down onto the T? In particular, getting the X doubled. Can't see anything there. Out Fox through an F. Do I have anything through the A of Sankey, which gets the X doubled? Another bingo by my opponent. His 3rd of the game, or 4th? 4th, I think. So Pretty impressive stuff. Rotation does take an S. I don't have one. I don't think anything's happened to change Exodoi as the best play. So, Exodoi for 66. I draw the second blank, and that's quite a kind-looking rack. Could have been a lot worse. I was drawing 5 tiles. I'm 130 points behind, so I'm still 2 bingos behind. Still 1 S to come. Rotation taking an S. Now, do I have a bingo with this rack? Do I have Studenti? Yep, I have Studenti through the N of rotation. Let me just confirm that. Yeah, Studenti is good. So do I have... That's been blocked. Is there an alternative bingo? And look at that. Opponent scores 66 points. It's not a bingo, but it's a bingo score. He's now scored nearly 450 points. I am the best part of 200 points behind, so this has been a pretty brutal encounter. However, 20 tiles to go, and if I can't win the game, I need to minimise the losing spread. There are floaters on this board, the S of Sankey, the D of Stuccoed, and there are also 7-letter lanes, so let me see if I can see a bingo with this rack. Studenti having been blocked. 13 minutes on my clock, so no time trouble. The U-Y combination, not great. So S and D are the main floaters. I guess an O as well. Not seen anything yet. That's Studenti beginning with an S. Outstayed through an S and a separate A, disconnected A. Now, is tutoid good? I think it's tutoyed. Wow, it is good. And that plays in row N, so I do have a bingo. I'm inclined to play it. I'll check the rest of the tiles. Because I have the time. That's Studenti through an N. Okay, so tutoid it is. Any other spots for it? Well, yes, there is, because, and I think this is going to score more. Tutoid for 89. And that's 13 more points than playing in row N, and row N provides a high scoring spot for my opponent. So I'm going with this placement. Not bad. Not bad. I'm 100 points behind. Is there a bingo through the D? It's going to be close. It looks close to one. And there's also the floating S. I would have Venville through a V. Where is the V? The V of Bevue. Okay, that's not available. 13 tiles left. No S's, no blanks, but fairly bingo-y. However, I'm 100 points behind, plus my opponent on turn, so I think the chances of my winning are probably very much in the low single digits. But at least the deficit has come down from 200 to 100. Is there really nothing through the S or the D? Can't see anything with the S. Can't see anything with the D. Now, do I have a play in row N? Well, I do. I have level. Through a U, I would have Levue line. There's the floating O to consider. Can't see anything through that. Level isn't a fantastic play. In any event, my opponent's taken it out. Tef takes an F after it, and there is an F unplayed. Interesting. I need to keep the S and the D open. The only other bingo lane to open would be column 1, but that's going to be tricky to open. R, he takes nothing in front. I don't have vowels for going in front of W. Wet takes nothing. So I don't think that's available. I was going to say I could play across from the T, but I think whatever I play, I'd want to play off an L and a V. Rotations takes nothing in front. 10 minutes on my clock. I'm looking again at this D. It initially attracted me as being a bingo-y floater, but I'm just not seeing a word through it, so I don't know what I was confusing it with. I don't think Vendil is good. I'm not even going to check that. A play down from column 8 is going to kill the S hook. It's not massively used, the S floater. It's not massively useful, but there are only 2 floaters on the board. Well, 3 including the O. 10 minutes on the clock. And I'm looking for places to play my V, which doesn't interfere with the floaters. Not easy. Wet takes an A after it. I don't have one of those. I'm thinking about playing Vildi, but I think that's just too easy. Given any rack that my opponent has, he's going to have a column 15 play, and Vildi interferes with both floaters, so I don't like that. Zo takes an A and a D in front. I have neither. I've got an N for chin. I don't have to get rid of the V. I would like to get rid of the duplicates. Well, the duplicate L, because there is only one E left. I was thinking about playing Veils. I don't like that. This is really an impossible position. There's just nothing to play, and there's certainly no point in changing. However, I do have to do something. So what I could do is Borel. 14 points. It keeps a balanced rack. It gets rid of the duplicates, and it keeps all the floaters open. I'm going with this. Well, no duplicates. P and V don't go great together. Can't see anything with the D. Can't see anything with the S. Can't see anything with the O. Nine tiles in the bag, and I'm 120 behind. Yeah, nice play by my opponent. He's keeping the scoring going. He's over 500 now, and he takes out one of the floaters. Except R and S are available together. Can't see anything with my rack. 5 tiles in the bag. Just looking at row F to see if I could put my V here. I don't have an R for verb. I could play var, keeping pline. 2 ends to come. Still the F to come for Tef. So this is what I was thinking of. var for 14. Pline goes quite nicely with D and O. The main problem with this is the score. It's rubbish at 14 points. Now, the A can go in front of Zo, but I've got nothing to go in front of AYE, so that's not a big scoring spot, and I can't get rid of the V there, which is what I want to do. 6 minutes on my clock. I could play Rav. The advantage of that is that it keeps open the RS spot. It slightly inhibits the O. But I think R and S go quite well with the P and the E. I'm going with this, or am I? What about Ave? How foolish is that? It does open up a 9-timer, so my opponent would undoubtedly close that out. It might be difficult to get the F or the M doubled, so I think his scoring is limited. I think he's likely to score a similar amount elsewhere, and I'm keeping all avenues, all remaining bingo opportunities open, so I'm going with this. Okay. Not fabulous. 3 tiles in the bag. I'm looking at the O, close to Napoleon. Can't see anything there. Neo Pilinar is good, but I don't. That's a 9-letter play. Can't see anything with the D. What about R and S? That's not going to work. 2 ends towards the end of towards the end of the word. Okay, another bingo for my opponent. 92 points. He's now got over 600 points, so he's doing pretty good. He's got OOE on his rack. Can he go out with that? OOE. I don't think he can. So I think I get 2 turns. What can I do with them? So where are the scoring spots for the P? I've got an A for going in front of the ZO, but A only takes a B in front. So I can play Pindle, which may not be good. Nope. So spots for my P, and I'm looking to go out in 2. Can't see anything beginning with the T. 4 minutes on my clock. A pretty dry board now in terms of scoring opportunities. What about a play in column 13, running parallel to rotations? Okay, I can't see anything good in column 13. I've got ANE here. For 27 points. Can I go out with Plin? Possibly not. Which means that Ain is not the play. Except I don't think my opponent can score very much with his rack. I'm going with this. Okay, so he gets 2 goes, but he's going to play off 2 tiles and then 1 tile. He's not going to score a huge amount. And in any event, the score for Ain may be sufficiently high that that it is the best play. So 16 for my opponent. He's only got an E. Plenty of places for him to go out. Where can I score? Two minutes on my clock. Well, I can play Ping. 7 points. Probably do better than that somewhere. I'm looking at the O, but I can't see a way. Well, there's Pion for 12. And I'll go with that. and just wait for my opponent to play out. Which he is going to do. He's got FE for 10 points. But he's got 11 minutes to check every square on the board to eke out the biggest possible win. 10 points also for D and EE. And what does he do? Yeah, he plays EE for 10. So, quite a game. Final score, 413 to me, 632 for my opponent, a winning margin of 219 points. So a massive, massive win for my opponent. Let's see what I missed. It was my opponent to go first. He has Gherkin. This was my rack. And I played Chi. I thought about K, but I preferred the rack leave after Chi. Opponent plays Timbrel. Wow, there was a bingo at this point with the G, grey head. Okay, well done if you spotted that. Grey head for 88. 84. Instead I play Yeah for 30. Now, great spot by my opponent. Well, quite a few bingos to choose from. And he goes for this one. And I have Guardage, which was the only bingo. Opponent's rack, no bingo. Plays Joe. And I have Bearview. BG also available in the same spots, but I think WW better than UVW. Both pretty grim. But all of the rack leaves here are grim. A ton of bingos for my opponent. He plays Stuccoed. Now Dowie, that looks quite nice. K4. Running down the side of Guardage. Instead, I play War for 38. Okay, probably Dowie a better play. Opponent's rack, he's got Rotation and Tentoria. And I have Exodoi for 66. Opponent's rack, he has Zaties, and he's already over the 400 point mark. And I have Tutoid for 89. Whoops, I don't want to do that. Opponent's rack. No bingo. Plays F. And now this was a rack I struggled with. I was 140 points behind, so it's pretty academic. I thought about Vildi, but I didn't like gifting column 15 and killing the floaters, and the score's not fabulous. So I went with Burrell for 14 in the end, which is only 8 fewer points. Opponent plays Gripped. And now a tricky rack, 5 tiles in the bag. I play Arve for reasons explained earlier. And that's just perfect for my opponent because he has Formalin to take him over the 600 mark. No bingo for me at the end. And I play Ain for 27. Now P, J4, also available, leaving Linen. But I can't see an obvious spot for Linen. Pindan was available, and there definitely would have been spots for EL, so I think Pindan possibly the play there. I play Ain. Opponent plays Goo. Was that his best? No, he has an out. He has Ooze for 12, C7. Running down the path beside Gripped, very nice. He doesn't spot that. He plays Goo. And I do have an out. I have Lipin through this eye, which I didn't see. So I play Pion. And finally, opponent goes out for 10. So a rip-roaring game. Very unusual to get a score of over 600 points, and my opponent was well over that with 632. And overall, a high-scoring game with over 1,040 points between us and a ton of bingos on the board. So I hope you enjoyed watching that, and I will see you next time.